Okay, teachers, I have preached it before, but I'm going to preach it again. Many of you use a hard drive just like this one. Coach, tell us what they should be using.
You need to use a SSD drive. Apparently they're a lot more stable than these little ones right here that you can buy, and you think it's awesome because you get a terabyte for like $60, and then 2 years later you have nothing. You have absolutely nothing.
Because these are mechanical drives, they actually spin, you can feel them spinning, and at some point the mechanics can break.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
And if you don't back up your stuff,
it's gone forever. Well, no, you told me I could spend $1,500 and get it back.
I have had a drive break, and I spent $1,500 to recover the stuff because the memories were precious. Now, Coach here was expecting to send that drive off because the memories he had on that drive were precious until he heard the price tag.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. $500, I'd have probably done it for $500, but you triple that, there's no way. I can't afford it.
So now you need to be buying a drive like this, and it says SSD on the drive. An SSD drive is not a mechanical drive. It's like a chip drive, so it's more like a jump drive or a thumb drive, and we all know you can wash those in the laundry and come out and they still work. So you're definitely going to want to buy one of these. Now, they used to be very, very expensive.
Yes.
The cost of these have come way down. They're not as cheap as a mechanical.
No, not at all.
But they are not $500 or $600 a drive like they used to be. So definitely get yourself an SSD drive. Take it from Coach directly. He just had the pain of this whole ordeal to deal with, and I've done it before. Statistics would say that one of y'all are going to have to deal with it as well. So heed it now. Buy an SSD drive now.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on the lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true stock trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb break sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go. I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. Your memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. You put the bars in the brakes.
Welcome to Eagle Vision for Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021. I'm Brianna Stone, and it's College Week here on EVTV. This week, we're hyper-focused on college life and detailed information to help inform you about education post-high school and the decisions you need to be considering right now. Today we're going to break down some important tips for success associated with college life. Here's Mr. Lewis with the story.
Jacobs and Jeremy Hyman authored the book, The Secrets of College Success. The book details several things you need to know about college, all from the professor's perspective. Today we're going to hit some of the highlights of the book. Number 1, you're in charge. For many students, the most striking thing about college is that there's no one there to hold your hand. Sure, there are professors who will give you instructions and offer suggestions, but when it's 20 degrees outside, it's up to you to haul yourself out of bed and do what you need to do. Number 2, this is a big one. Attendance isn't required, however, it's expected. One of the first things many students discover is that college classes can be huge. 100, 200, even 700 students in a room in such an anonymous environment, it's easy to think that there's no good reason to go to class. However, professors assume that you've been to all the courses and they have no problems pulling out test questions from a single lecture. Number 3, content is doled out in large units. You're used to getting your content in short, abbreviated blasts, like the 1 to 3 minute YouTube video, the abbreviation-filled instant message, or the 140-character tweet. However, your professors are thinking in large, 50-minute lectures. You need to work on adjusting your focus from bursts of content to sustained argument, and retrain your attention span to process long, sometimes very long, units of content. Number 4, I remember this one. Up to 2/3 of the work is done at home. Contrary to what you might have heard, the lecture portion of the course It's the least time consuming. That's because the professor is expecting the bulk of the work to be done by you, on your own. Doing the reading, the homework, preparing for quizzes, tests, and presentations, doing the research, writing the papers. All of these are activities that can easily eat up more than half the time you will put into any given course. Number 5, not everyone who teaches is a professor. At many state universities, especially those where the student-faculty ratio is 15:1 or greater, much of the teaching is done by graduate students. At some of the better schools, only the very advanced graduate students are allowed to teach their own courses. But at other schools, the lecturer can be a first-year graduate student who didn't even major in the field in college. Whenever possible, take courses with regular faculty who will be more experienced and, in the best case, will actually have done the research in what they're teaching. Number 6, understanding is more than just memorizing. While some intro courses have some amount of memorizing, other beginning courses will include essays on the exams. And in virtually every advanced or upper division course, you'll be asked not just to regurgitate what you've memorized from the lecture or textbook, but to do some analysis, apply the concepts to new cases, and organize the material or data in some sort of new, interesting way. And finally, number 7, the professor's on your side and wants to help. Many students see the professor as the enemy to be defeated, but really, the professor is eager to teach you and, believe it or not, would actually like to see you do well. So when the professor invites you to come by an office hour, or go to a review session, or just to communicate by email, Skype, or Facebook, consider the possibility that the professor really means it, because he or she probably does. Of course, you can also arrange for a tutor at most schools.
Each day we're going to feature several universities, and today we're going to take a look at 2 prominent out-of-state institutions, the University of Tennessee and Arkansas.
The University of Arkansas, or U of A, is located in the city of Fayetteville, Arkansas, in the northwest corner of the state. Students at the University of Arkansas can pursue a bachelor's degree in about 75 fields of study, with graduate degrees available in the Sam M. Walton College of Business, the College of Engineering, the School of Law, and other fields. U of A students can get involved on campus through several student organizations and media opportunities, including 2 radio stations and a student newspaper that's been around for more than a century. The Office of Student Activities at U of A plans several free events for students, including concerts featuring Grammy winners such as John Mayer and lectures by prominent figures such as former President George H.W. Bush. Students who want to venture off of the University of Arkansas campus can visit the nearby Ozark National Forest and Buffalo National River, or take a weekend trip to Dallas, Memphis, or St. Louis, which are each about 300 miles away. Student athletes can join recreational sports on one of the nearly 20 University of Arkansas Razorbacks varsity teams. Notable U of A past faculty include Bill and Hillary Clinton, who each taught in the law school a few decades before landing in the White House. The University of Tennessee was founded in 1794. It has a total undergraduate enrollment of 21,863 students. Its setting is urban, and the campus size is 560 acres. University of Tennessee's ranking in the 2017 edition of Best Colleges is National University's 103. Its out-of-state tuition and fees are $30,858 according to the 2016-2017 school year. The University of Tennessee is a public research institution in Knoxville, one of the state's largest cities, and is the flagship campus for the state school. It has more than 40 fraternities and sororities for students to join. The UT sports teams are known as the Vols, short for the Volunteers. They compete in the Southeastern Conference, and football season is a particularly big draw at the school. The university helps to manage the U.S. Department of Energy's Oak Ridge National Laboratory, where students and faculty tackle research projects. The University of Tennessee grants graduate degrees through its Graduate School of Business, Law School, College of Engineering, and College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences, as well as a Space Institute, among other academic departments. Graduates of the University of Tennessee include current and former NFL players Peyton Manning and Reggie White, respectively.
Today's feature vocabulary word is critical, expressing adverse or disapproving comments or judgments. Also, expressing or involving an analysis of the merits and faults of a work or literature, music, or art. used in a sentence, we need to look at these proposed changes with a critical eye before we accept them.
What is the oldest college in the state of Mississippi?
I have absolutely no idea.
We'll take a guess.
Oh, I mean, the only one I can think of is maybe Mississippi State or Ole Miss, maybe Delta.
All right, the oldest college in the state of Mississippi.
Ole Miss.
Incorrect.
MC?
Correct.
That would be Mississippi College.
What year?
1859.
Probably going to be that women's college. Well, I don't know. It could be the Jackson Military Academy down there in Jackson, or it could be that women's college in East Mississippi. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I can't think of the name of it, but I know it's either going to be like that military school in Natchez, or it's going to be over there in the east part of Mississippi.
It could be a lot of things, but it's neither of the ones that you just thought.
Then what is it then?
You'll just have to wait and find out, won't you?
Ole Miss. Mississippi College.
You're right.
Rust.
I'm going to go with Mississippi College.
Correct. The man himself, oldest college in the state of Mississippi.
Man, I don't know. Go Ole Miss. I don't know.
A lot of people guess Ole Miss. Is it
Mississippi State.
No.
I'd have to go Ole Miss.
I'm not from Mississippi, but I'm going to go with Mississippi College.
That is... Did Gore get it right? What year?
What year? Oh, God. 1800, right?
Yes.
1817.
Very close. He got it right. 1826, Hampstead College, which was renamed Mississippi College in 1827.
Yeah. There we go. What do I win?
Mississippi College.
Yes. So many coaches are getting it right. Gore just got it right. No pressure, but Gore got this right. And a lot of people have gotten the question wrong. In fact, I asked him the year, and he was only 7 years off from the right date.
How?
Oldest college in the state of Mississippi.
I got nothing. It's not Mississippi State because that was established after Ole Miss. It's probably a trick question, small college.
You'd be right.
And so let's see, Delta State was a female college only, so they was pretty old, but not that old. I don't know why I feel like I want to say like Alcorn or Mississippi Valley. Although, here's a random piece of fact since I have no idea what I'm talking about. There was other colleges, a guy that I know down in Tupelo found like resources from a college that existed in this little bitty small town called Providence College. And so now I've taught you something even though I have no idea what I'm talking about. So there you go.
I mean, I went to Blue Mountain College, which is a really old college. But I'm going to let Tuck take this one because he says he thinks he knows.
I'm going to say Rust College.
Wrong. Gore got this right. Can I not stress that enough? Coach Gore got it right and got the year within 7 years.
Union?
No.
Bo Diddley was born on December 30th, 1928 in Macomb, Mississippi. Bo Diddley is considered an early pioneer in rock and roll music and was known for his infectious rhythms and strong guitar work. Known as the originator, Bo Diddley has inspired countless musical groups who have followed in his footsteps, including Buddy Holly, Bruce Springsteen, the Rolling Stones, The Who, and The Doors. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1987.
It is now time for today's announcements. Pay attention, we're moving fast. The early childhood education class will be recruiting February 1st. Applications may be picked up in C8 starting Monday. The early childhood education class works directly with the preschool class here at Horn Lake High. Contact Ms. Rook for more information. Students, Eagle Vision is now accepting applications for next year's cast. You can apply by logging into our school website, hornlakehigh.com, and clicking the application link in the center of the page on the carousel. You can also find the application on our website, www.hornlaketv.com. That's it for today's episode here at Horn Lake. We are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on a lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on applying the scheme. The true style trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb break sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one shot. Now the future is yours. Go. I'm turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. Your memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the bars in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best, yes. Painting pictures for the culture, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover, work the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is our teacher under pressure, now we blessed. See, I was so good for the go. There's one shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah. It's one shot, now the future is yours.